Welcome back. Well, it has been a cool day across the viewing area. Notice I don't say cold because what's coming down the pipeline later on next week is cold. So we'll talk about that though in just a minute. 55 degrees was our high today here in Meridian, so 15 degrees below average. Our lows not too far away from where they should be. Again, we had cloud cover throughout most of the day today. Took a little while before these clouds really started to move on out. We can start to see some clearing just on up to our northwest, and these right here are some high clouds that moved on in during the evening hours. So we'll be clear on out tonight. Unfortunately, that's going to take our temperatures and just kind of drop them. We're talking below freezing tonight across pretty much all of our viewing area. 30 degrees here in Meridian, up to the northwest near Collinsville and Union. Only in the upper 20s. Yeah, and with those winds out of the northeast, we could have a wind chill of maybe a couple degrees. So some places up to north, especially in Collinsville and Union, may feel like 26 to 25. Clear and colder. And because of that, we do have freeze warnings across all of our viewing area. This extends all the way up to the north of Starkville. But for our area, goes into effect, or it is in effect, but it stays in effect until tomorrow at 9 a.m. when it will finally expire. And of course tomorrow will be kind of like today, maybe a couple degrees warmer in some areas. Still though in the lower 60s, well below average. Winds out of the northeast. Plenty of sunshine though, clear skies for your weekend. So your weekend doesn't look too bad. Now we're going to start to shift and talk about later on next week. So currently our setup right now, again, this is the mid-level water vapor. We have the clouds and the moisture finally pushing to the southeast. That's going to clear us on out. But if we look up to the northwest, you see how we have this large hump happening right here? This is a ridge that's building on in. And notice if you draw a line and follow these clouds essentially well down to the southeast, this is what's going to bring us that Arctic air that we've been talking about. We're already seeing the setup. So what happens is we're going to have a big dip in the jet stream, and that's going to bring all that Arctic air, and that's just going to kind of sit over us for a while right now. We have an extended period of time where we're going to remain well below average for this time of year. Some places over 15 degrees below average. And of course, what happens upstream, as we call it, because the atmosphere acts like a fluid, is if you have cold weather here, well, you look upstream, you have warm weather somewhere out to the west. And we do places in California looking to be well above average. So here's where the jet stream is going to set up for early next week. We're also going to have some moisture along with it before the front actually rolls on through. So we could expect some showers, maybe a few rumbles of thunder, looking a little bit less likely for a couple days, and they're kind of scattered throughout. So I want to show you again, this is as of this evening, the cold front not really showing up because it's well to our southeast. We zoom on out here, we'll go into the weekend. High pressure builds in, keeps us clear and dry. Overall, we'll get to near average, but as we go into your Monday morning, we can see the cold front setting up across Missouri and Oklahoma. Again, this is just a model, and the Arctic air funneling in behind it. And by Tuesday morning, it's going to be knocking on our doorstep and really impacting about the eastern two-thirds. Everywhere east of the Rockies is what we're going to say is going to be cold, and we're going to remain cold on into the weekend, unfortunately, as well. An extended period of time of being below average. So here we go, your weekend. Temperatures warming up back to near 70 degrees. And then we go into Tuesday, a little morning rain. 44 degrees. Accumulation wise, it's still a little too early to get into specifics. Tuesday night, first hard freeze. We're talking lower 20s, and temperatures only getting up into the mid 50s by Friday of next week.